I see it a lot nowadays that people tell you to not be hard on yourself, especially when you've fallen back into bad habits. Perhaps you have a couple days where you're not quite consistent, you miss out on your workouts, you're just not up to your standards, and people tell you not to be hard on yourself, that it's okay, it happens, move on, it's life. And I used to agree with a lot of these things because, well, I used to have times like that. I would have periods where I would let myself off. I wouldn't be as on point with things as I needed to be, and I'd be like, you know what, it's okay, it happens, right? But eventually, at least for now, I feel like I've got into this mindset where giving yourself excuses pretty much that it's okay to have moments like that, or not being hard on yourself. I feel like that's just a mindset of a very soft-hearted person. 100% I agree that you will make mistakes, you will have times when you're not quite consistent. That is natural. You cannot be perfect all the time. I agree with that. But I do think you have to be hard on yourself to an extent. And more than being hard on yourself, you have to be honest with yourself as to why you perhaps were not on point with things. I feel like if you're going to constantly, have the mindset of it's okay to have moments where you're not quite on point, it's okay, and it's fine mindset, it's gonna set you back more often than not. When you have one moment like that, and if you tell yourself it's okay, you're gonna have more moments like that. You're just gonna realize, oh, it's life. I could cheat on my diet. Oh, it's life. I could have a week off going to the gym, and it's fine. You're gonna have more moments like that when you're not hard on yourself. And that's why I think you should be hard on yourself. And when I say you should be hard on yourself, I don't mean that, if you eat a meal off your diet plan, you to go and work out for 6 hours in the gym. That's not what I mean. But what I mean by when you should be hard on yourself is being honest to yourself as to why you did not or did what you did. You cheated on your diet, be honest and tell yourself that you weren't disciplined enough. It's not the case of, oh, I was too hungry and I haven't had junk food in a long time. Be honest. You are not disciplined enough. You just couldn't control your urges. You couldn't control the temptations that you had. Hence, you binged on your diet or whatever. Be honest. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm not saying that you will always be perfect with your diet. That's close to impossible. But you have to pretend that it is possible. Because if you have the mindset that you can never be perfect, and you're gonna have times when you go off, you're gonna have more that lead to more times when you're not being consistent with things. You will constantly find excuses, and this cycle will just keep repeating, where you're fine for a period of time, then you have a period of time when you're not fine, and then you give yourself excuses again. You give yourself excuses when it happens again. It's going to become a cycle. It's going to become a regularly occurring thing, which is the last thing you want. I'm talking from experience. When I started, or when I first discovered what self-improvement was, I had many times, many just periods, phases where I wasn't on point with my diet, or I got sick of the gym, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go to the gym for a while, I'm just going to do cardio or whatever. And I had phases where I was not what I wanted to be, and purely that was because I was giving myself excuses. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I kept telling myself that it's okay, do what you feel is right, and that mindset got me nowhere. But eventually, thankfully, I realized that that's probably not the right thing to do. You have to be hard on yourself to an extent. Although I know it is, like I said, it's next to impossible to be perfect. What even is the definition of perfect? Is anything perfect? Is anyone perfect? Probably not. If I fall off with anything, if I go a week without going to the gym, if I go a week without uploading a video, I'm going to be honest to myself as to why I did not do it, and I wasn't good enough. I'm not going to be like, oh, because of this I wasn't able to do it, because of that I wasn't able to do this. That's never going to happen with me. I will be honest with myself, and when I'm honest with myself, I know that those things are not likely to repeat again and again, because I know the consequences. I know I'm going to feel like crap if I'm not up to the standards that I set for myself. Don't listen to people who tell you to be soft and it's okay, it happens. I don't believe in it. If you believe in it, that's you can do you, but I'm not a believer in it. Be hard on yourself, be honest with yourself is all I'm asking, right? Yeah, that's it.